Hello and welcome back to some more Slay the Spire. We are continuing our last silent run. We had just picked up Ore, which allowed us to grab quite a few more cards: an outmaneuver, a dagger throw, a well-laid plans, a slice, and an eviscerate. We are trying for some kind of choke discard deck, it looks like. We will see how that turns out. I'm not 100% sold yet, especially with how that last boss fight went, but we may still be able to turn it around. There are 2 elites on each of these middle and left paths. I think we will go for. We have plenty of money, so this shop might not be a bad idea. And then we'd be going for this route, it looks like, these 2 elites. That looks quite alright to me. We want to go to the shop before the elite, unlike this side where it's the other way around. Let's try our first fight. We will get an extra energy thanks to Hexahedron. Master of Strategy thanks to Toolbox. We'll try choking from turn 1 here. Doppelganger I think is what we want now. Then we'll try and get a whole bunch of 0 energy stuff now, I think. Neutralize, eviscerate. Looking good. What are we going to draw next turn? Not the greatest selection, but should be alright. Well-laid plans. Escape plan. Slice, deflect, outmaneuver, defend, Noxus Fumes, just everything. Play all the cards. And we even still have 3 energy. It was a little bit of a waste. Let's not retain a dazed, I don't think. Strong start though. Not a strong hand to go into with 6 energy, if you'll let me say. We are going to take 27 damage because of that. Yeah, still no retaining days, thank you very much. Now to see what we get this time around. Neutralize, dash, outmaneuver, escape plan. Just keep playing all the things, I think is where we're at the moment. I don't think we want to keep the Defender Strike. Defend could be worth it, but we have better stuff in the deck left. Can we finish him off? We can indeed. Did take a ton of damage though. Not ideal going forward. Footwork I think is essential if we're grabbing so much block. Yep. Definitely. Didn't have to think too hard about that one. We have 3 birds. Apply 2 weak. Bunch of 0 energy stuff. Only need 10 block, it looks like. Suppose we can make you do 0. I only need 5 block. Lect will give us most of that. We can negate your flight. We're okay with doing. Turns out block didn't matter either way in the end. In that case, we maybe should have weakened this guy, since we don't know if he's going to attack again a second time. did indeed not choose to attack again. We haven't discarded anything, obviously, since we just started this turn. That is going to cost way too much. Dagger throw is a good potential option, I think, though. We're not going to get Eviscerate back, nor are we going to discard enough to play it, I think, so it's fine. We'll calculate a gamble. Kane. Outmaneuver strike, so we just once again played everything, it looks like. Definitely don't want Velvet Choker if we can help it this run. Caw indeed, Mr. Bird. See if we get choke. We did indeed. On you. Footwork. Would like the doppelganger here. We'll take 10 damage if we did that. Let's doppelganger for 1. Don't need to retain the strike. There's an Eviscerate. No way to discard anything once again, though. Up to 15 damage now. This does 18. 18 plus 4 is definitely not enough. These two will die this turn, though. Let's hit him. Block. Bend. Outmaneuver. It's in our deck. Yeah, not quite enough to put my trust in keeping Eviscerate, so nothing once again. Dagger throw, I think, first, to see what we get. And outmaneuver. Hope we have plenty of blocks and that we don't need that. I think we play everything. And that should wrap up this fight. Indeed. Rip in pieces, bird. Energy potion. Paired, another good choice. Blade dance, also not too bad. I think we'll go for prepared though. Are making our way left, I think, for this shop, as I said earlier. Spheric Guardian and Sentry. Spheric Guardian has, of course, up until now, been my mortal enemy with the number of artifacts it has. I'm always forgetting. Like, this will not work on either of these guys. Let's see what we can grab, though, with that. No need to defend at all. We'll outmaneuver twice for next turn. And probably save this for the next time around after we neutralize this guy at least once, or somehow get 3 artifacts off him. Who do you want to smack? We'll kill the sentry first, I think. Seven energy next turn. There should be nothing we can't play, though. Doppelganger. Doesn't seem too bad of an idea right now. We would draw through, like, most of our deck in that case. Don't think we will go for that route, though. Rather not take any damage. Which will probably be calculated gamble in a second here. Or potentially eviscerate for 3. Nah, not worth it. We'll just defend and doppelganger, I think. Well laid plans. Did forget to choke first. Misplays. Don't think choke will actually work on Spirit Guardian. Guess worth checking. It is indeed a buff, right? Yep. Noxious Fumes will clear it. Next turn though. Still can kill this guy. That is the best we can do. And get hit for 12, unfortunately. Yep, that is his artifact con. We can play that Dark Shackles next time we see it. Which could be now. Will be now. It is indeed now. I was indeed quite lucky. Wait, that's a turn? I'm pretty sure I read it twice, and I'm pretty sure it did say turn. I may have thought that it said more than one turn in my head, internally. Which was obviously not the case. But did save us. Potentially nothing there, to be honest, since we did have quite a lot of block. Oh well. That was a mistake. That costed one more mana than I thought it would. Let's drink this. May as well. Just treat that energy potion as a block potion there, I guess. Poison will actually deal with this guy if we wait long enough. I hadn't considered. In that case, we'll just ignore all our attacks. Since we're almost certainly not going to get through his barricade fast enough. He's going to hit us for quite a lot as the turns go on, though. Again, probably should have choked first there. Oh well. Rip. We can retain it, I guess. What do we get? Not too bad. Keep getting eviscerate on the exact wrong turns, though. Once again, should have choked first. By a large margin. Didn't matter this fight, but it could well matter on a future fight. We may have been okay with one outmaneuver after all. 2 was definitely a bit of overkill. Did I just do that? Oh, good thing. I thought we had an extra turn there for a second. Was not totally paying attention. Big backflip. We have tons of money heading into this shop. Did come here for a reason. I think that reason was just having money, looking back on it. Bonafide hand. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the turn. Marked on parry up, the curses give you max HP. And Centennial Puzzle. First time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. That might be a pretty good pick. Ahead, draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand atop your draw pile. Gain 2 block and draw a card. Finesse. There's acrobatics again. We did say we'd consider it next time. Expertise. You're quite low on HP though. Quite low. Let's remove a strike. Maybe we will pick up Finesse for sure. Did say we'd pick up the next acrobatics. Maybe we'll try the opposite of what we've been drawing up to now, and instead of trying to keep our deck like a medium size with all the draw and stuff we have, we'll just go for tons of cards and hope we can get some kind of weird combo going. Don't think we have the energy for that, but just trying out different things and seeing what works is usually how these type of games go anyway, even if it does fail horribly. So I guess we're going all in on picking up cards. For once. S. Finesse. We can just attack all we want, or Doppelganger. Nothing gives us energy immediately this turn, right? And there's plenty we want to still draw into. We may just ignore most of this hand. Just Doppelganger. Well, let's see what we get next turn. This I didn't consider it, but we are at 16 HP. This battle could be our death. No chokes to be played first, I don't think. We'll play this. Footwork. Maybe we'll still try for choking something though. What are our odds of drawing into... That's right, we've already seen it. Eviscerate. That being the case, we are just fine to attack a bunch here if we want to. That's 10, 28 damage. I don't think that's enough though. I want something better. Noctis Fumes, outmaneuver then I guess. A lot of days are hexed. I did forget that was a thing, to be honest. Well, let's choke first. We're just gonna get all the days, I guess. We'll weak this guy. Not retain any of those. We must have been hexed last battle against the Chosen. I haven't really internalized that this is an effect we can get yet, since it goes straight into our draw pile instead of our discard pile, like the little diamond guys. I think we will still have to think ahead here, though. Not the greatest. This may actually be it for us. May have played one too many cards there. Is he still gonna hex us? And weakened. And we did only draw one fence. That actually is a loss for us. Not exactly how I wanted this to go down. Can probably tell I'm definitely a lot less confident in playing Silent so far. But in that case, there's no reason not to start our second run here, I guess. Just continue our attempt to slay this Spire. Since we're only 20 minutes in. Let's try and speed through the first floor, I guess. This time around. Gotta keep this video win length, so people who open it up don't immediately think we've died. Zordium, hello again. Choose a random rare card. That worked out pretty well for last time we picked it in picking a deck type. Instead of random, we can choose one ourselves though for 100 gold. I'm quite happy with just a random one though, since it requires less thinking on our part, and if we input our own thinking into it, it's definitely going to cause some chance for error. And 100 gold is nice, so random rare card. First, this turn, the next skill you play is played twice. Haven't seen that one before, I don't think, but we shall give it a try. Got 2 shops. There's an elite. There's another elite, so we are going one of these routes definitely. Let's try to get this question mark and see if it's a money related event, because then that shop might be worth it. So this turn, this is no different than just defending twice. But later on, it'll definitely be much better. We'll try to kill this guy next turn, since he will almost certainly attack us. Are you gonna buff next turn? He is not. It's fine though. Once again, back to 0 relics, other than our starting one. No need to worry about discarding cards for block for the time being or anything like that. First card is doubling up and outmaneuver is interesting, but I don't know how I feel about outmaneuvers yet. Because they take up a slot in your hand, they cost an energy the turn you play them. It's kind of slow. Let's go for footwork here. That'll almost certainly be useful regardless of what we get. World of Goop. Let's go for the gold. I did say I wanted some gold for this shop, so even just a little bit gives us some options on what we can do at the start here. Unload. Don't think that's what I want to go for. Though it does trigger discard stuff on artifact exhaust. I see ya. Replay a card, gain 1 block. Something like this definitely would have helped last deck. Don't know that I want any of these. We have bronze scales and Zoo bracelet. I think we'll remove a card. That will probably end up being a strike. Maybe we try for poison again with burst. Something like 8 poison in a turn from the get-go could be nice. Maybe 3rd time's the charm on poison. Sure. I will give it another try. Don't think we'll take any of these potions. We'll leave now. To our next fight. Spike Slime, who will give us Braille, I think it was. The one that makes us deal less damage, I think? Or is it less block? Yep, definitely don't have that down, I guess. As well as I thought I wanted to at this point. Help rip in pieces acid slime, which means we definitely should have poisoned. More misplays. First burst. Can't use that with a power though. Nor did we really need to, but it's worth thinking about. It is indeed block. Frail is block. I got the colors right. I remember that it is frail, but frail is block. Good to know. Do indeed just win. Not too bad a fight there. Energy potion. No poison though. No need to try endless agony this time around. Again, maybe not would have been too bad in our last deck. The serpent. You walk into a room to find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within. Hoo-hoo, hello, hello. What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? First with doubt, huh? Sure, I agree. Yes, yes. This will all be worth it. Continue. The serpent rears its head and blasts a stream of gold upwards. It is amazing and terrifying simultaneously. Gather all the gold, thank the snake, and get going. Alright, thank you, Mr. Snake. And we're going to fight this elite. We have a Lagavulin again. I will keep saying with a slightly weird accent, even though... just to cover up the fact that I do not know how to pronounce it. I'd imagine it's said some way around, like I said. Maybe? Not doing anything. We're still not doing anything. So I guess it's when we pierce his block that he wakes up. It's again good to know for future reference. We will just pass here. Does he wake up afterwards regardless? Nope, he's still asleep. Footwork. Deadly poison then. See how that works out. Will poison wake him up no matter what? It will indeed. So even if we're not entirely advancing that much as the Silent here, we are taking the opportunity to learn enemy patterns, which is well worth it. This weakened us. Or no, that was doubt. Don't want to confuse that. Let's block up. It's probably going to be quite a slow battle. First, deadly poison. And a strike. Our main way of dealing damage with doubt in our deck will probably be that burst poison strategy. And then we're going to want to defend up most other turns. There's doubt again. Not quite enough block this time though. Not much to play there, unfortunately. There's our burst and deadly poison again. It will cause us to take quite a lot of damage. Should hopefully save us a turn of damage in the future. We'll go for the defend. Try to finish off the 5 HP with a strike or something next. Indeed, work out. We are going to need to heal up. Sorry, I had to clear my throat a second there. Shovel. Phantasmal Killer. On your next turn, your attack damage is doubled. I don't think that'll be that great in this deck, but I wonder if that stacks with Burst. 7 damage with the enemy's poison, deals 7 damage again. So 1 energy, 14 damage, not too bad. We are probably going to want to eventually try that out in a poison deck, and since we don't have anything beyond deadly poison, it may be worth considering giving it a try. Good opportunity to heal, really. To lose out on a relic. But I think it is more important that we do not die. Then we have one fight for our chest. A jaw worm. Neutralize, deadly poison. Defend twice, I think. It is much harder, it seems, to get HP back as a silent than the Ironclad. Especially since you don't have that one starting relic. Footwork, burst, defend, I guess. I guess we didn't need to burst defend there, we could have struck. Still not entirely used to calculating dex numbers. This will deal a ton of damage though. And no need to block. Burst poison should be enough. Indeed. Ancient potion. Poison stab? I think we go for poison stab for more ways to add poison. Let me just double check. It's not a skill, so we can't burst with it. It is a little bit weaker than a strike. Maybe you want like prepared or something instead. Sucker Punch would be nice if we can upgrade it, but not in this deck, I don't think. I don't think Poison Stab is actually good enough, since it's not a skill or anything. We're prepared then. See what our relic is. Maybe that'll help us decide the direction we're going. Snecko Skull. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. Definitely be useful in the future. It's the first time getting that. Luckily, we did decide to try poison. Should we dig here? We are at 50. Well, we are significantly over half HP, but half HP is not very much, all things considered. I think we'll dig though. Maybe what slowly kills us, but we shall see. Heal an additional 15 HP when you rest, so next rest will make up for skipping this one, I suppose. We do have 2 fights and an elite before that next rest, though. Could be a bit scary. Our first fight is with a looter, though. No way to poison him, unfortunately. I think we just block up. Discard that Doubt. Then Bane is still the best to play. Stole some of our gold. Do our best to get that back from him before he decides to run away or something. Probably defend over footwork, even though footwork will help longer in the future. There shouldn't hopefully be much of a future left for this looter guy. He made his choice when he decided to steal our money. What am I discarding here? A defend, of course. Not running away quite yet. Looks like Snecko Skull did trigger twice, which I didn't point out. Thanks to Burst. Should be enough though. As long as he does get poisoned before running away. That did work out. I'm glad that most things like that in this game work how you think they would. Error. Definitely helped a lot. The first round we had as silent. Sounds good. Definitely want at least one. I think that in most decks. We can walk this way, I'm now realizing, which I think we will do. What is our event? Big Fish. Again, we get a few choices. This heal does potentially mean we can get a relic. I think we will go for. Not at max, but does work out. Pen Nib. Every 10th attack you played deals double damage. Wonder how that works with Bane. Both will be doubled to 14. Time for our next elite. We might use our explosive potion here, depending on how things go. Definitely don't want to tear without weakening something first or something like that. We won't be using Burst Poison immediately either. With Burst and Terror we can apply 198 vulnerable to someone. Definitely quite unnecessary. We'll just block up. Almost forgot to get rid of this doubt. And the days slowly start to pile up in our discard pile there. No block, huh? No real reason to use any of that. Try to remember to use Pen Nib when it's activated. We need to prepare it here. Does give us a chance to remove an artifact, which I think is worth it, even for 1 damage. This sentry should be no problem with the explosive potion next turn. Burst prepared? Not really the most important thing you ever use with Burst. But if we're gonna do it, may as well do it first. Let's discard Dazed. Bane won't be useful, unfortunately. I don't think it matters which we use, so definitely need to use that and then Explosive Potion. I did pick Daze to discard there because I wasn't sure at first what I'd be going for using in my hand. 8 more damage coming in, it looks like. Just some defense there. Just a single strike will do it on this sentry now. Not terror this guy. And we did not get a strike. We'll just save our terror just in case we somehow get to use it on this sentry. Not very likely at this point though. Can finally remove his artifact. And Nib is now ready. So we would like Deadly Poison and then Bane. Max some damage. Fortunately, did not get it. Oh, next turn. Not quite once again. Could just use it on a regular strike, which is fine. Not quite enough still. We will definitely be healing up on our camp next. Definitely a quick enough first floor though. As we slowly approach 45 minutes. Bald Flame, upon pickup, choose an attack card at the start of each combat. This card will be in your hand. Until we get here first. We're not going to go for Endless Agony. Deflect could be alright. And then of course outmaneuver. And a whole lot we really need to get done in a single turn though. But 6 block for 0. Pretty alright. Does kind of increase the size of our deck though, which we may not want. Maybe this will be a skip. We need to start playing a little more conservatively with what we pick. What attacks do we want? I guess is the next question, if any. Neutralize, maybe? Sure, I don't see why it would hurt to get Neutralize always going, especially with Ring of the Snake. And we're skipping that. Time to heal up. For 36 HP. That'll be max. Then we fight Hexaghost? Nope, not Hexaghost. The Guardian. Gonna take a little while, like I said, to get used to those icons. Definitely Terror. Neutralize. Can I get rid of this? Doubt can indeed. And Footwork. Did do Footwork and that discard in the wrong order, but didn't matter since we weren't getting attacked. A lot of damage coming in this time, though. We'll burst, defend, I think. We want to draw a card. Get Deadly Poison and Bane, or Bane will be kind of sad since the odds are that we'll draw both next turn. I think we will leave it alone. Take 11 damage this turn. Did get Deadly Poison and Bane. Causing him to shift. Whenever you play an attack, take 3 damage. We'll try to avoid hurting ourselves too much. We can afford to play an attack here. $16 more damage, huh? Bane will be want to play this turn. Do I have a reason to draw? Well, if we draw the curse, we can still get rid of it. Yep, that's fine. Get rid of this strike, since we're not going to have time to play it. Did forget to defend first. $20 damage coming in this turn. You can play everything though. No debuffs or anything like that, so no need to play our Ancient Potion just yet. One more attack for Pen Nib. Good block. Does prep, I think. Not quite what we wanted. Let's get rid of one of those then. Looking good. Onwards. About halfway now on the Guardian. Definitely gonna take a lot of damage here, it looks like. Well, we'll save 7 of it. Or we'll just trigger his mode shift, which I didn't realize was gonna happen there. Lucky for us. Bottled Flame. Oh, that's right, we kind of a weird place to do it. We did forget to read some of these flavor text again. Immediately forgot that was a thing after I'd realized. Spire houses all number of relics and past civilizations and power adventurers lost time. Time to go dig them up. Snecko Skull, a Snecko Skull in pristine condition, mysteriously clean and smooth, dirt and grime fall off inexplicably. Regal Pillow, you can now get a proper night's rest. And Pen Nib. Holding the nib, you can see everyone ever slain by a previous owner of the pen, a violent history, and then inside the bottle resides a flame that eternally burns. Interesting stuff. We are gonna hurt ourselves, I think, a bit on this sharp hide. Can't really play everything though. Maybe we'll just ignore Bane for now. And play it slowly. Maybe could have used our energy potion there, but Survivor doubt, without a doubt. Pun unintended. Maybe. Maybe unintended pun. Or was it? Who knows? Let's see. Bane will cause us to take damage. I think we're gonna have to play slowly still. Neutralized. First deadly poison, I think. Trap into a block? Nope, no block. Oh, we're taking 12 damage here. It does look like we're going to kill him before he kills us. So we'll heal back up to full. Nothing coming in on us. Yep, that mode shift is almost certainly going to be his death. There goes Doubt again. And he is dead. Oh, I'm not sure if this will be the poison deck that does it, but it has been an alright start. What are we going to pick here? Tools of the Trade could be interesting, as well as 1,000 cuts. But maybe just Tools of the Trade. We'll give that a try. It is a power, so I don't mind picking up too much. Question card on a card reward screen. Choose from 4 cards instead of 3. Lizard's Tail sounds good. Not even gonna think about it really. I think we're going with Lizard's Tail here, and last one of course was Sozu. Gives us finally a opportunity to try twice on a silent run, which we may certainly need. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thank you once again for watching, and maybe next time we'll finally get through the second and third floors as the silent. Not quite sure what this picture is for our boss this time, but that is who we will be fighting. See you next video.